What is up, guys? What is up, YouTube, Canes fans, and everyone from the college football nation? This is my first video. I'm super excited about it. And yes, the beginning of a new era is upon us all. You don't have to be just a Canes fan for the new era. All. And I'll go into detail in explaining what I mean by that. So first things first that I want to talk about here. Manny Diaz hired at the University of Miami. This is giant news. I mean, this is a reboot that the program needed, and I'm just wanting to discuss my opinion about it. I'll try to balance it with some factual information of why I think he is a good or bad hire and such, but he's still got a lot to prove. So the first thing, I'm going to address that. Second of all, we're going to address in this video is the national championship, repercussions of that, what I all think about it. I want to hear what you guys all think about it. And third and finally, I want to talk about just all of what entails for Miami to become back again the U. So, first of all, Manny Diaz. I think the hire, initial reaction is great. He fits in the system, is going to give stability. You're not going to have a waiting 3 years for a reboot program excuses. And he's not giving him any. He's telling them, this is our time right now. And I like that about him. He's saying all the right stuff. He doesn't have head coaching experience. That's a con for me. He definitely needs that. So his offensive coordinator hire is going to be huge. Huge. And another thing that I want to mention and add upon that is the offensive coordinator needs to be the QB coach. I think the QB is the most important position for someone's system. And he has to have an intimate relationship with that in the offense so that everything runs smoothly. You know? And we just saw the national championship and how that went and how those offenses were just firing on all cylinders, and if you weren't, you ain't having a chance. That's kind of the thing that I wanted to mention for all college football fans of a new era. Just look at the average scores now with the top caliber teams. You need to be scoring big, high numbers consistently. Even in the NFL, this is completely changing the whole sport and the whole system. It's very unique. It's very interesting. I love it. And it's giving fans more fun to watch. Who doesn't want to score? It's not like the defenses are getting bad. Don't get me wrong. They're just becoming more risky, and they're becoming more vicious, and they're becoming go big or go home. And it's adding so many new elements to the game. So Manny Diaz, he knows that on the defensive side. And I think the Baker hire was good. My only question is with the little, like, giving a co-defensive title to the other guy, previous staff and all that. I think it's more of a pay grade situation and a title more than anything. I don't believe he'll have defensive calling abilities or anything like that, but we'll see how that shapes up. I like the idea. He knows him. He knows he's going to keep the system, and that's great. So they should keep going around with that. The second thing, though, is the offensive coordinator, like I said, is huge. We're saying Applewhite. Is Applewhite really the answer, though? I'm telling you guys, today is Tuesday, and he said by, I believe, Thursday, he wants to have a whole offensive staff in. We haven't heard a single guy confirmed yet. Now, we've heard rumors. They said Applewhite. They said no, not Applewhite. They said Fedora. They said never mind. He just wants to be a head coach. They said, who else was there? The Toledo guy. They've said so many. And I personally think, with what he's said, Applewhite hasn't said yes, he's looking at his options personally. But I also think everyone else is kind of looking at their options also. Manny Diaz wants the best hire, not the quickest. He's waiting for all these NFL teams to possibly fire their guys, pick them up, and all that. It's very interesting. It's a whole thing that's going around right now. And I'm interested in seeing, like, Sarkisian. Why is no one talking about him? Maybe nobody likes him as an offensive coordinator. He could be a great guy. Maybe we don't have the money for him. But I feel like there's a black horse candidate that's coming up around, and it's kind of quiet, and we're just trying to wait for him to either get fired or to quit, retire, whatever it is that he has to do so that he's available to us. But we'll see. I think Applewhite, with the head coaching experience, is a great hire to go into our OC. He'll probably want to stay around for more than a year, which is important, I think. I want to check his QB coaching abilities. He has some on his resume. He did do a pretty good job with a couple of guys. The thing that I saw with the QBs is something that someone else mentioned I saw before is they relapsed. They didn't just stay okay. They didn't get better. They relapsed. They got worse. Worse. Lower and lower. How is that possible? Because you got a guy named John Richt. Okay, and he's 25, I believe. with what on his resume? Maybe I'm wrong on his age, but he had no resume really. He only got there because he got pulled a daddy's son card, you know. And I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. He did that clearly to keep his grandkids around, and he said he wants to retire and all that. But I wish Mark Richt well. Don't get me wrong. He's a great guy. He did great stuff for our program. But it's a very interesting move there by him that he didn't move away from. So I know everyone was hyped about N'Kosi Perry, and they stopped. They've dropped him. My only issue with him, I think he still has a talent. I think he still can be even the Ken Dorsey, the Deshaun Watson of the modern day. I think he could do that. The reason he hasn't is he hasn't had anyone corralling his talents in the best way. He didn't have the system in there. He didn't have the teaching in there. He honestly didn't even have the competition in there. Malik Rose, guys, a 3-star QB from Alabama that not many colleges wanted. I don't know. I don't know about that. Now there's just, and we've heard also in the scouting reports, he's throwing just dimes. He doesn't know the system. We're not confident, but he's throwing dimes, and this guy knows it. That's why he's thinking about transferring out. I'm really excited about that kid too. I think they both have the potential, if trained correctly, to be at the highest level of QB that we haven't seen in a long time. I think it's a coaching issue. It's not a talent issue. The strength and conditioning coach was a pretty decent hire, it looks like, because I'm not going to lie, I like to see those QBs in a little bit better shape. They seem a little skinny, a little like they could build up more, be a bit more fit. Who am I to talk? But, you know, that could be improved. It'd be very interesting how that shapes up. I like to see that. Like I said, offensive coordinator is going to be huge. But I do want to see a really outstanding recruiting guy hired also in the offensive staff. If the OC isn't the recruiter, I want to see the running backs coach that knows the Miami area. They can get those guys, the 4 or 5 stars. I'm done settling with 3 stars and that's it. Unless if we have amazing, incredible staff that I'm hoping Manny Diaz will implement. And he's seeming ferocious. And I like the thing that he wiped out the whole deal. I'm not sure about giving the duties for special teams to the defensive guy. I don't know how that's going to shape out. I'm not sure about that. But I'm just saying, in the big picture run, if next year he picks someone up and it doesn't shape up, it seems like he's going to be the guy to quickly make that change and make the cut and not wait around for a while. And that's the big reason I'm really hyped about this. Everything rises and falls on leadership, you know, and Manny Diaz as the leader, I think he can be ferocious, he can be energetic, enthusiastic, sincere. He's also very responsible. He takes the blame on himself and his team, and he knows his numbers too. He's very intelligent. I think he'll analyze things constantly, see them. Are they at the best place that they could be at? Is this where Miami wants to be at? Is this enough? Could we be better? What needs to be done? And he'll make that change immediately. I hope so. I hope he doesn't hold on to those friendship-only type of things. But that's what I wanted to discuss. This is a brand new YouTube channel. It's my passion, Miami Hurricanes. I just wanted to talk Hurricanes, talk college football, anything. And I want to hear you guys' opinions. I'd love to have people calling in here. I'd love to have discussions in the chat. Everything. I'm excited about it. We're going to keep uploading videos pretty consistently because there's a lot of fun news going around with Miami Hurricanes especially, and just college football in general. And let me know what you guys think and next topics you want to talk about, discuss. If not, I'll think of so many myself. I can just talk football hours and hours on end. So you guys have a great one. We'll see. I'm waiting about this offensive coaching hire. I'm excited. I'm interested in what's going to happen. Let me know what you guys think. And, of course,